Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to a new episode of When You're Delusional, You're Gonna Be on TikTok. I do hope you're gonna enjoy the video, so let's just get into it.
High maintenance women are good for men. If I were a male seeking a lifelong partner, I'd pick the high maintenance woman over the low maintenance woman any day of the week because the high maintenance woman will take you further. You'll go further as a couple. What motivated me to talk about this was learning about a couple I know that parted ways, and the guy said she was really high maintenance. This has been said about me, so I want to clarify this high maintenance label. Historically, high maintenance women have been labeled as self-obsessed, solely focused on money and material things, and many people believe we're hard to handle. Notice I said we. I'm a proud, self-proclaimed high maintenance woman. I had an ex-boyfriend that told me I was high octane. I took that as a compliment because the reason he labeled me as high octane was because I wouldn't tolerate his excessive tardiness and bad personal hygiene. I didn't have any money then, but I had set standards for myself, and I always looked my best even when I was broke. You see, high maintenance women aren't just focused on material things. We prefer the best of the best, and we will hustle to get it if we have to. And the best of the best includes excellent health, a good-looking exterior, a better-looking interior, strong emotional intelligence, love, respect, and abundance.
And what exactly do you mean when you say abundance? I thought you're not after materialistic stuff like money, finances, whatever. And everything you said so far is what you're looking for in a man, the type of man that you want. And let's stop beating around the bush, you want a man with money. And that's great. What does that man get in return? You calling yourself high maintenance? I'm sorry, but not good enough. Men should pursue high maintenance women. Great, you're that. And everyone so far broke up with you because you may be high maintenance or you just call yourself high maintenance, but they still broke up with you because of that. So when do we get to the part where you convince me that I want to pursue a high maintenance woman?
I think the first thing men notice about women is their personal appearance. You won't see a high maintenance woman walking around looking disheveled and worn out because we focus on sustaining our perfect health. That's why high maintenance women are very physically attractive. We take pride in ourselves, and even when we aren't all hair and makeup up, we still look our best. A high maintenance woman always looks her best, and I'm not referring to the stereotypical definitions of beauty. It doesn't matter what she weighs or how she dresses or wears her hair. She wants to look her best, and she strives for it.
And she's gonna spend every single penny you have, or even worse, you don't have. And that's the reason she failed to convince me to pursue a high maintenance woman. She doesn't look for money, materialistic stuff, gifts, whatever, yet she does. And I know this got way too long. At least you didn't have to suffer through it for 6 minutes and 32 seconds. I had to do that for you. And you can check for yourself or take my word for it. She still hasn't convinced anyone to pursue high maintenance women. And to be honest, it was just there in the beginning. She considers herself high maintenance, and outside the trust me bro, that's the only reason she wants men to pursue high maintenance women. Because at least so far, every single man that got with her broke up with her.
I've lost my whole family and it sucks. I'm not allowed to go visit my dad anymore because my stepmom doesn't like that I do porn. When I was like, can we like go get coffee and like we could go like get breakfast, and he's like, I don't want to be seen in public with you. And that just hurt so bad.
And I'm supposed to take your word for it. You're saying that, pretend to be crying in front of a camera while wearing a shirt that says, has anybody seen my pants? I'm just gonna lie to you for a second and say, yes, I believe you. Cry me a river and all that. Great. Just out of curiosity though, what did you believe that is gonna happen? Your actions do affect other people. That's a given. Everyone knows that. Oh no, my actions led to these reactions. Yes, everyone also knows that. And now you're facing the consequences consequence of your action. Your dad doesn't want to be seen in public with you. Somehow you don't understand why. Well, maybe this will help. Picture the roles or reverse. You haven't done what you've done, but instead was your dad doing with your mom things for everyone to see, and all your friends, family members, and co-workers would have seen him doing that every time they went online. Would you want to be seen with him in public after he did all that? If the answer is no, there's your answer. And if the answer is yes, you're lying.
And I get come up to by this guy and his girlfriend, and we were interrupted in the middle of talking and eating, and he said, "Hey, Mia Khalifa, can I get a picture with you?" And I looked up at him and I'm like, "No, we're eating." And after I said that, his girlfriend, who was standing next to him, grabbed him by the arm and said, "I told you that wasn't her. There's not enough on her face. Let's go, babe." And I went into the bathroom and cried.
Why? I'm also supposed to believe you. Yeah, sure. Funny thing how this works, right? You become a public figure and people will recognize you in public. And when you do what you do, people will have in their head that image about you. And notice how I said you do, not you did. Because you're still doing the same thing. You're still using the name that made you famous, even though that's not your real name. And you're still doing OF. And yes, I know you're not doing adult movies anymore. But I'm pretty sure if I'm gonna check your OF account, it's not you teaching cooking classes.
Stop telling her she's beautiful. We know. That compliment comes later. Remember this, gentlemen. Something niche comes first. Physical appearance comes later. Girls are just used to being complimented all the time, right? So in the beginning, you're going to want to compliment her on something that she tried for or something that she's proud of. So like her intelligence, for example. You can say something like, "I like the way you think." Or, "Well, now I know who the brains in this relationship is going to be." You see how I framed that compliment as if we were already together? And once she starts to give you investment, she starts showing herself around you more often, that's when you can move to the physical beauty. Trust me, the compliment's going to be worth way more.
See, I could really try to compliment you on your intelligence, but come on. What are you even talking about? When I first meet someone, that doesn't really make sense because it's not gonna be her brain that attracted me to her. But if you're not talking about that, but instead you're talking about a relationship, we do know how to compliment our women because we're both in that relationship. And also, it's very situational. If she's putting on makeup, putting on a nice dress, I'm not gonna compliment her brain. If she instead does something smart, has a big achievement, maybe work or whatever, then it will be a different compliment. But let me lie to you one more time and say, I really liked your video. I think that was a great advice. Anyway, I know I made this long enough, so time for me to shut up. I do appreciate you all for watching. Thank you so much. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.